UFC fight coming on the weekend. Israel Adesanya takes on Alex Pereira. Today, let's check out some of their press highlights.
Tá aqui, eu fiz um excelente trabalho. O Adesanya tá falando muitas coisas aí de mim. É difícil aceitar um nocaute.
Hey, first of all, good evening to everybody here. I know it's a great event here. You know, Adesanya is talking a lot. I train a lot for this, to be in this moment. Adesanya is talking about me. You know, it's going to be difficult to accept a knockout.
You've maintained throughout this that it isn't personal to you, but Israel says that it is. I'm curious, now that you're up there facing him, can you really be sure going into Saturday night that there's nothing in this for you that's personal?
Você pode ter certeza que agora vai ser diferente das últimas vezes que aconteceu. Como é que vai ser?
Bom, a gente está falando de MMA, foram kickbox, muita gente está falando dessas duas lutas, mas eu esqueci. Eu acho que ele não esqueceu. Eu vou lutar com você como fosse a primeira luta.
You know what? We're talking about MMA. You know, we all know what happened in the last two fights. I forgot about him. I hope you forgot as well. I'm going to fight you like it was the first time I was fighting you in my life.
You know, one thing you pick up, like if you're trying to read body language, is obviously these two guys are not afraid to fight because that's what they do for a living. And you can tell from Easy's comfortable sitting there. He's been there, but you can tell from body language wise for Alex, like with his arms crossed, it tells you a little bit of like uncomfortability in terms of the bright lights and stuff like that. But still, man, the man is scary at what he does. Like, I ain't standing in front of that brother. But the one thing that I'm picking up at this very moment is just that. Like, yeah, for him, the bright lights might get to him, though.
All week, you said the theme with this is horror movie. You've used that phrase. So what exactly does that mean? Is it the violence? Is it the darkness? Where does the horror movie theme come from?
I've accepted this isn't like, he's not like the other guys who I've fought recently. Once he feels me, he's not going to try and shy away. That's why I gave a shout out to Brad Tavares, because till the 5th round, he was still going. And I believe he's not going to shy away. He's going to come there and try and fight, which you know is what I like. I like a guy who likes to fight because I love to fight.
What's the party scene going to be like over there at City Kickboxing after Saturday night?
I haven't peeked at anything after this fight. I haven't peeked at an opponent. I haven't peeked at anything but focused on the man in front of me because, yeah, we need to get this done, and we will get this done.
Hey, Alex, on Saturday, when you get into that octagon, you're going to be on one side. Adesanya is going to be on the other side. When they close that gate, how do you think everything's going to be?
Shoot.
Bom, eu acho que eu tenho que fazer
I'm
tudo
just
aquilo
going for a takedown, man. Y'all good at kickboxing. I'm just double leg onto the ground.
que eu treinei. Ele é o campeão. Eu tenho certeza que tudo que eu fizer lá dentro, ele vai querer responder.
I'm going to have to do everything I trained for. He is the champion, and I'm sure everything I do inside that octagon, he's going to want to respond. Alex, there are a lot of people that say you don't deserve to be here in this stage on a main event after just 3 fights in the UFC. What message do you have for them, and what message are you going to leave on Saturday night for everyone?
Bom, muitas pessoas acham, né? Achavam, né? Porque eu vim provando. Assim como o Adesanya também achou. Ele falou que quando eu cheguei aqui, ele queria lutar comigo. Talvez depois da 4ª luta. Quando foi anunciado que eu ia lutar com ele e toda a equipe dele mudaram o discurso. Não queriam aceitar. E isso demonstra que eu mexi psicologicamente com a cabeça dele e de toda a equipe dele.
You know, there's a lot of people that think maybe that they thought I was undeserving, including Adesanya and his team. Originally, he said, so when I came into the UFC, that he wanted to fight me. As soon as I started to fight people, they changed the narrative. They spun things around and they said, oh, maybe. They started to run around. They said, maybe I don't want to face him again. I think I kind of screwed his mind a little bit, and he's a little bit unbalanced psychologically.
See, this is what I mean, man. This is not what this man said. I don't know what he said, but like, it just loses that passion and that scariness. Like when this guy, the translator, is speaking, you're like, hey. But when Alex was talking, you're like, ooh. You know what I mean? But the one thing is, yeah, I do feel like he was pushed because of the knockouts in kickboxing. Like at 185, there are many fights that Easy can fight. You know, could have fought if we, I don't know. Well, that thing is he's been lapping the division, right? But there are other people who've been working. You look at Blonde Branson, he was on a roll. Guys like that, whereby Alex has to fight those people because Easy was tested before he got to the championship. So yeah, people do have a say, but then it's also like who was there to fight Easy.
Here, Alex, here you are. Main event, Madison Square Garden in New York. You faced him twice again, and you're facing him once again. Do you think you have the potential to actually have a rivalry with Adesanya, and not only to fight him tonight, on Saturday, but going forward and have one of the greatest rivalries in UFC history?
Com certeza vai ser uma grande luta. Eu estou disposto a enfrentar quantas vezes ele quiser. Eu já ganhei dele 2 vezes. Eu falo que eu não vou lembrar, mas é um pouco difícil. Isso faz parte da minha história.
Surely, yes, and I will fight him as many times as I'm asked to do. I said I beat him twice, and I say I try to forget as much as possible. It's hard to forget because that's part of my history.
See, that's the thing. The man is trying to be humble, but also break it off. It's like, yo, man, I'm humble. I forgot that I knocked him out, but I still knocked him out.
This one's for the Greg Ivory with BR Betting. This one's for the champ, Israel. I want to know, the BR Betting community wants to know, because you're the last leg of our parlay on Saturday, are you a lock to win Saturday night?
Which betting company?
BR Betting.
I only fuck with steak.
You stepped in the cage.
Man, some of these people, some of these questions are ridiculous. Like, are you a lock to win? You think he's gonna say no? Like, what the fuck?
Alex, he knocked you out.
Ring.
Sorry, the ring, I apologize. He knocked you out, and he talked about that. He said that that's going to be in the back of your mind, and that's going to affect you now. What's your response to that?
No.
Okay. If you win and you win in spectacular fashion, I know you always sidestep these questions, but I mean, a lot of people are calling you the greatest of all time. I mean, how far away do you think you are to that?
I never chased those records. I never chased the belt. I never chased anything. All I ever chased was bodies. Put them in front of me and I take them out. And this is going to be no different. I don't chase anything. They all chase me.
That's a great answer.
Since even
Man,
before
one thing Easy has, man, he's good on the mic. That's one thing that you don't want him to lose a belt because we need this. We need Adesanya, man. His press conferences are always fun because of the responses he gives.
Pereira was in the UFC, every time his name mentioned, the name Israel Adesanya was mentioned with it. Does it bother you at all, that throughout his promotion, even before his career up until now, that his name or your name has constantly been attached to his?
No, not really. For me, even right now, I've pretty much cleaned the division and I'm lapping it again. So I cleared the way. He should be grateful. He wouldn't be here without me. My run to the title was a lot more impressive than what he's done. So he should be grateful that he's here because of me.
Yeah, you guys have an army here with City Kickboxing. Does it provide any added confidence knowing you guys have such a big group backing you guys?
We've got myself, Dan, Brad, and Carlos fighting. But behind us, there's a whole army. And then behind us, there's a whole nation. There's a whole spirit. There's a whole mana. And you can't fuck with it. Trust me, you can't.
Você vai estar sozinho lá dentro do octógono. Você vai estar sozinho lá dentro do octógono.
I don't speak Portuguese.
You're going to be alone inside that octagon without a team.
Oh, yes, you and me. Don't worry. But they're going to be with me. They're going to be with me in spirit.
You're going to be yourself, by yourself in the octagon, man. Listen, I just wish, I don't know, man, if there was a way as humans we could just hear every language. This stuff we miss out on, man.
They can't save you either. They can't save you. Hey. All this shit, don't worry. Hey, he's got bragging rights. Talk all the shit you want. Talk all the shit you want. Because trust me, they can't save you either when you're locked in there with me.
Ei, Adesanya, deixa eu te fazer uma pergunta. Você quer estar aqui realmente?
Caralho, I can't understand what this guy is saying, man.
Do you really want to be here?
I am here. I am here.
You guys are both known, you and Alex, both known for your incredible striking.
That's one thing I pick up from this. From the body language, Alex doesn't really want to be there. You can see how he's sitting, how one hand is in front. Like, he's doing everything to hold his nerves. But he's a scary dude. This is what he does. So it's like,
I'm curious how much of the grappling and takedown you guys are strategizing with.
For me, yeah, I'll take him down. I'll punch him in the face and he'll be on the ground.
How about you, Alex?
Bom, estou preparado. É MMA. Muitas pessoas subestimam o meu chão. Mas eu vou provar que eu sou um lutador completo.
I'm prepared. It's MMA. A lot of people underestimate what I can do underground. I'm going to prove to you that I'm a complete fighter.
yeah, I'm with Pereira here, man. If shit goes, if someone's punch you in the face, double take it. Let's take it to the ground, baby. But nah, the one thing that I pick up from the press conference is one, Izzy's always confident. You know, with Adesanya, you're never really worried about his confidence. The main thing that makes you worry is he overconfident, you know. That's the main thing. But I don't think that confidence is an issue for Izzy. For Alex as well, like skill-wise, I think these guys are like at the top of you know, there's nothing that we can read to say, oh, this guy is afraid or whatever. It's just that I think that at this particular place, is the stage got too big for Pereira, and this was new for him. But other than that, man, like, the man is a killer. Izzy is a killer. They're just gonna go in the octagon and do. I hope we're not disappointed, because a lot of times, you know, with these fights, like, there's a lot of hype. We have a lot of expectation. We get a tactical fight because you don't want to be stupid, you know, in the fight. But, you know, I don't really think it's going to be one of those crazy fights. Because, you know, if you watch the Sean Strickland fight, Sean put himself in harm's way. And then if you watch fights against Izzy, people have to put, you know, you have to do something for him to fight you like crazy. Like, you have to be crazy. If you fight Izzy crazy, he knocks you out. And then the other thing is, if Izzy's not careful with Pereira, that left hook will take you out. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But from the press conference, I can say I'm confident in Israel. But I'm not counting out Alex. It's going to be a crazy fight, man. Can't wait to see what happens on Friday, the ceremonial weigh-ins, and then what happens on Saturday. What type of workout Izzy's coming with. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I'll see you in the next one.